Look, now you're here, and there's another movie. They're gonna put out another movie. It's a Terminator. He's gonna terminate you again. This time it's starring Gabriel Luna. He's gonna be Terminator 2. He splits into two and does all these kinds of crazy things. We saw first trailer. We're gonna see second trailer now.
That's not how I thought he was going to start this video.
I do what I want. I'm Arnold.
So, Arnold, who are we?
We are the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams. And I don't do an Arnold impression that well.
And I don't do one that well either. Anyway.
It was entertaining at least.
It was okay. Yeah, so we're here for a trailer reaction. It's the second trailer for Terminator Dark Fate. Which to be fair, opinion here, most generic title ever.
Yeah, probably. Dark of the Sith, of the Fallen Fate.
Rise of the Terminators. Oh, wait, they already did that.
Yeah. Well, that was Rise of the Machines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first trailer that we got showed us stuff. I think it was kind of lackluster in the Terminator department. So I've actually been really, really anxiously awaiting this new one, just because I want to see if they're gonna step up from what they showed us in the first one. The first one was like, okay, there's something that looks like a Terminator, and oh look, Sarah Connor popped up, and oh look, there's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, we covered all the chat boxes for a Terminator movie, so to speak.
Yep.
James Cameron's return, but I still don't feel that real like Terminator, and I really haven't felt that since Terminator 2. The rest of them since T2 have just been kind of,
Yeah, so I mean, the benefit here is that the storyline is supposed to take place and pick up after Terminator 2. So 3, Salvation, and Genesis, which I will forever only call it that.
It doesn't deserve to be called by its proper title.
That is its proper title.
Good point.
None of those apparently exist at this point. So I have hopes that if, with James Cameron being involved and them kind of rewinding and going back, okay, let's clean slate this thing. Let's go back to the last movie that the wider audience actually enjoyed.
That people liked.
We'll see where we can go from here. Now, to be fair, I did enjoy Salvation. Not necessarily as a Terminator movie, but maybe just as a movie on its own.
Yeah, because that was the first time. All the movies before then have been this thing with the machines taking over has been like way in the future.
Yeah.
And we've been dealing primarily in the past with Terminators from the future coming back to the past or present or whatever at the time the movie took place. Salvation was the first one where the movie pretty much took place in the future during the actual war, which that was kind of a neat twist on it. It gave us a whole nother side of the story that we're not used to. We're used to people coming back and trying to go after Sarah Connor or John Connor.
Yep.
So I actually did kind of like Terminator Salvation. Out of all the ones that have come up, that was probably the one I liked the most.
The problem with it, though, is it just went off rails and followed this one character a little too much. This one human Terminator guy, whatever, a little too much, rather than focusing on the story of, okay, what are the machines doing? What's the war? What's happening?
Yeah.
All that stuff. But I'm kind of hoping that this movie is going to kind of bring us back to the main storyline and then hopefully drag us into the war going forward, which I can talk a little bit more on after we see the trailer.
Depending on what they show.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to say real quick before we start it, and I'm really hopeful maybe they show it, is they did announce that Edward Furlong is going to be back in this movie. I'm hoping to see John Connor back in this as well, and I don't know if they're going to show us that in the trailer, but it would be kind of awesome to see how he is and how he looks. We know how her Sarah Connor looks.
Yeah.
So
kind of get rid of all the other millions of people who've played John Connor since, or John Connor-esque.
Yeah. Especially that last one. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, let's jump into this.
Go.
Talk fast.
That's pretty fast.
You first.
That's what I was thinking. She went fast.
My name is Sarah Connor.
Nice.
There's the theme.
August 29, 1997.
On that first trailer.
It was supposed to be Judgment Day. But I changed the future. Saved 3 billion lives.
Oh.
Enough of a resume for you.
No. You may have changed the future, but you didn't change our fate.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
That's crazy.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to protect you.
Never seen one like you before. Almost human.
I am human, just enhanced.
Okay.
Why do you care what happens to her?
Because I was her.
I can see you're very upset. I'm going to help you protect the girl.
Nobody else is gonna die because of me! If you don't make it, everybody dies!
Expect a big pain, brother. The whole body's a weapon.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
he's got personality. Oh. Oh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
Nice.
When this is all over, I am going to kill you.
I understand.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
I'll be back.
And cool people don't look at explosions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now that's how you do a Terminator trailer. That had everything that was missing from the last one: the music, the feeling, the emotion, the nods to the cliched sayings.
But they didn't feel cliche. They felt fun this time.
No,
too.
she actually pulled that "I'll be back" off.
Just I'll be back.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like just the way she said it was fantastic. It
Yeah.
did not like it actually takes a second for you to be like,
Yeah.
she's saying that as a nod.
I see what you're doing there. Yeah.
Yeah, you actually like, okay, that would be something that someone would say.
Yeah. So here's the thing I really like about that is that, first of all, it shows us the tone of the movie. A lot better than the first trailer did. And what I like about that is that it shows the tone is going back to the first and second Terminators. It's not doing that T3, whatever they were doing with T3. It's not doing Salvation. Salvation's a completely different tone, and it's definitely not doing the other
Whatever the point of Genesis was, I completely forgot now.
the other movie. I don't
care.
I don't even want to use its name anymore. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting a tone that definitely follows through from the first two Terminator movies, which is huge points for this.
So now we're back to the idea of Terminators are coming back from the future, because we saw Gabriel Luna's Terminator. We saw him appear.
Yeah.
And we saw, I don't know her name off the top of my head, but we saw her. She looks like the Protector Terminator.
Is it Mackenzie Davis?
I guess, yeah. We saw her appear and start, like, beating people and kicking people around.
Yep.
And she's the one that, like, I am human, like, which I guess is kind of like back to what's-his-face from Terminator Salvation.
Sam Worthington's character.
Yeah, Sam Worthington's character. So kind of like that human-robot hybrid. So I like the fact that we're going back to basics pretty much with this
Yeah.
idea, bringing all that back. But then you also bring back Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I'm curious as to what exactly his role is in this. I'm assuming he's another Terminator, again, because Schwarzenegger's always a Terminator, and that...
He's going to be like a T2 this time where he's still like a protector of some sort.
Yeah, but then how is he there? Why is he there? Was he sent back before and he's just been living there waiting for the storyline of this movie to happen? And now that the storyline's happening, he's here and he's going to be a protector. I'm actually also wondering maybe possibly if he's just another guy. He's just some military guy who happens to look like the Terminators.
Who Skynet kind of used to kind of mold the Terminators out of.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea.
So he could be just a normal human. We have not gotten any kind of clue in these movies at all. We're just assuming he's a Terminator because it's Schwarzenegger.
That's what he's always played, yeah.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing, like, I see that we are going back. We are going back to that, like you were saying, it's going back to that time where Terminators are coming from the future to try to stop Sarah or John, if he even is present, or how much he's present in this movie.
We didn't see him in the trailer, so.
Yeah. So I'm hoping what they do is that they're actually taking the bits and pieces from the other movies that actually did kind of work. I see that they're kind of doing that with Mackenzie's character, kind of turning her into that cyborg-esque type person. But it doesn't look like they're spending a whole lot of time on a storyline, a weird storyline just based on her, so much as it's about protecting this girl, which we have no idea necessarily who she is or why.
The importance of her.
What I'm hoping is that they are now going to do what I've kind of always wanted from the Terminator franchise, which is do these setups, now move into the war, show us the war, give us a finale to the Terminator series that concludes with the humans winning again. That's kind of just really what I want. I want them to actually go through the time period of fighting the robots, fighting Skynet, and winning in the end.
Which was kind of how Terminator 2 ended. I mean, if you look at the logical decisions that were made at the end of Terminator 2, that should have been it. That should have ended Skynet and everything. They destroyed all the pieces, all the parts. The Terminator self-sacrificed himself. That should have been it. There was no record of Skynet building anything.
But riders with time travel.
But we got another storyline out of it that moved into Rise of the Machines and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And now we're going back to Terminator 2, which, like she said in the trailer, she effectively ended Judgment Day, saved everyone, but yet something is still going to happen.
And the fate of humanity is still going in the same direction.
How are they going to explain that? Because they can't do it the same way that like Terminator 3 explained it, which was like, oh, you didn't stop anything, it's still going to happen. Which, lame excuse.
Give me a better reason as to why it's still going to happen, and hopefully we get that better reason here. Has something to do with this girl, apparently.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Do we get another trailer now before it
This comes out, what, November 1st?
Yeah.
We're probably not going to get another trailer.
So we're working on just a 2-trailer basis here. I mean, that's fine. It's Terminator, so I'm going to go see it. I say that with trepidation because I didn't go see Genesis.
But that's because you could tell from the trailer and the commercials that was just a piece of junk.
Yeah, and sorry for the two of you out there that actually like that movie.
Oh, don't offend those two people.
Well, whatever. Anyway,
if we see 2 thumbs down on this video, we'll know who the two are.
We'll know. Because this has Terminator, because it's going back to the beginnings, because James Cameron and everything, I'm probably going to go see this.
Yeah, I'm psyched for this.
It's fairly certain.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be really good. I'm excited. There will probably just be a bunch of TV spots from here on out. So, yeah, eager to see the movie. I think I'm good on trailers. I don't need to see any more new footage.
Nah. I kind of actually like not knowing necessarily everything about it, so when you go see the movie and then it all gets revealed there.
I did want to see John Connor, but I'm actually kind of glad we didn't because...
Well, it'll be a surprise for the film also.
Yeah, so that will be interesting to see. So, yeah, that's going to do it with our thoughts on this trailer. What did you think of the trailer? Let us know down below. What did you think of this reaction? Also, let us know down below. And while we're talking about stuff that you might be interested in, go over and check out the Movie Trivia Schmodown. That is a movie trivia game, much like wrestling, weirdness, and storyline, but with movie trivia instead of people
weirdness.
Yeah, instead of people wrestling around in a ring. Go check that out if you want a taste of what the movie trivia is like. You can also check out more videos on this channel. We do reactions to the Schmodown as well, so check those out. You might enjoy that as well.
You might get hooked.
Yeah, like we did. It's fantastic. Brother. Yeah. Speaking of wrestling. Anyways, what did you think of this video? Make sure you drop us a like, or if you didn't like it, I guess you can hit the dislike if that's something you're into. Also, above our heads, there is a subscribe button. Make sure you hit that. Over here off to the side are a couple other videos that we have made. And as always, nice. Later.
See ya. We'll be back with a review.
Subscribe.
Do it now.